and I thought about it, I was like, damn, like me, I feel like it's ignorant to try and attack somebody with a gun, right? Unless you come into my house, unless you come to my house trying to hurt my family, like nigga, go ahead and shoot who you gonna shoot. Like it sounds bad, but I'm like, I can't. I ain't a hero. I ain't a hero.
I think more so about his case was the intent. It's not like someone attacked his home. Like he crossed state lines with that gun with the intentions on shooting somebody. Like putting himself in a position. Huh?
He didn't cross state line. The gun was already in the state.
Okay. Well, I mean, he still went with the intent to shoot somebody. He went to put himself in a position where he could use that gun.
But I mean, that's every day. Like I feel like that's every day when like.
I mean, you're a gun carrier, but you don't put yourself in situations like you don't insert yourself into a situation where you want to pull your gun out and shoot someone. Right? Like he went with the intentions of shooting people. Like you use your gun in self-defense if something happens, but you don't insert yourself into a situation where conflict is inevitable and there's a good chance you'd have to use that gun.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
But I think with his case, he went there to like somebody called him was like, "Yo, Kyle, what you doing?" He said, "Nah, shit, I ain't studying and nothing." They said, "Would you mind coming over and help protect our store or whatever because people are looting and stuff over there?" So he was like, "Shit, I feel like." Yeah, I'll come do it. Me, don't ask my son no stupid shit like that. Don't do that. Like, and so I almost look at it like drunk driving. Like, your intent was to maybe try and get home, but what happened along the way was you ran into somebody and you killed somebody, you hurt somebody. So whether you did it on purpose, you know what I mean, you shouldn't have been there. And that's kind of how I look at it. His mother shouldn't have let him go out there strapped up, going to protect something that won't his. I don't care if it was a friend or not. TJ, don't ask me to give you a ride to the bank if you finna rob it. I'm not giving it to you. You see what I mean?
The store is insured. Whatever happens, it will be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we can. I'd rather talk about the Ahmaud case first because I was watching that shit like I was watching 6-7 miles a day.
That shit, boy, where it was the three dudes.
Yeah.
One was filming it, the other two thought they was Bonnie or the cops and robbers, and they was gonna have their business. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said Rittenhouse, he pulled up and tried to go be an Avenger. And he gonna be detailed security and won't even ask to really be there.
He was asked to be there, right?
I don't know. But he was a child. You know what I'm saying? Why you asking a child to help go protect your store? You know what I'm saying?
They call Spider-Man. I got you.
Yeah, but like to me, like that has nothing to do with the shooting, though. You know, you can be in a lot of areas you're not supposed to be in, but I think the shooting, just because he was there, the shooting was totally different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but he put himself in a position where violence would be inevitable. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he went there with the intent to shoot somebody.
Can you say that though?
Yeah.
Can you not say that? Can you?
Yeah, because I don't think he would have shot nobody if somebody didn't try to chase him down the street with a skateboard.
And then he heard the first.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think if someone tried to beat his ass, he wouldn't have shot nobody. Because I'm pretty sure I would have shot somebody else trying to beat my ass too.
I don't know. I disagree. Knowing his background and all that cop 11 simp shit he was doing before, I feel like he would have shot somebody regardless. But we can't say that. You're right. Like you have a point there, but I feel like he went there with the intention to shoot somebody.
Because like I think if he had intention to shoot somebody, he would have shot a lot more people in that situation than just the 3 people that were trying to attack him.
Yeah, people were sitting ducks out that mud. He could have been Columbine easy.
Yeah.
But I agree with the part of Danny Ocean and with a part of your sentiment. Like you was going up there for like you ain't had to be there, right? Like I don't think he walked this one. So today I feel like I want to shoot some people, right? But I just feel like he should have never been there. Period.
Yeah, but that's like saying going to Newport News and going to the alley. You ain't gotta go to the alley, but it's an 85% chance that somebody will get shot in that parking lot every night.
Yeah.
But that bitch still packed every weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he knew like a Black Lives Matter protest was going on, right? Like again, like he knew what was happening. Like it's one thing to pretend.
Which side was he on? Which side of the protest was he on? Was he going to loot? Or was he going to protect the loot? You said
protect the loot. Yeah, he's full blown MAGA. And then I guess get you about like guns giving niggas false bravado they wouldn't have if they were unarmed. Because if he had no gun, I bet you he wouldn't have been there.
True.
That's true. I agree with that. I mean, shit. I don't go to a lot of places without my gun. And I don't go to the grocery store without my gun.
Yeah. But my overall point of the Kyle Rittenhouse thing is, I think number one, he shouldn't have been there. I don't think his parents or whoever called him. When another thing is, the guy who gave him the gun or something like that is actually being charged with a felony. He's already been he's about to go to court and have a trial. So he's actually the guy who gave him that gun is being charged. But I think at the end of the day, number one, don't be stupid and attack somebody who got a gun. Like, no matter whether you were supposed to be there or not, if somebody's shooting over in that area, I ain't gonna go, hey, what y'all doing over there? I'm finna go the other way. I'm just
So one more question about that, because I'm ignorant to the case. I had, again, as soon as that white boy started crying, I was like, that's a wrap. White men showing remorse is the trump card. Was he agitating protesters, or was he just sitting there minding his business and people were like, hey, you have a gun, let's go fuck with him? Or was he out and agitating, flashing a strap, instigating people?
You couldn't flash that. That sucker was this
big. I mean, you know what I mean? It's one thing to have it. It's one thing to carry hey, I'm about that action. It's one thing to have it. But was he kind of yo, what's good?
It was kind of the opposite from the camera angle from where the incident started. Mm-hmm. He actually got separated from his group and he was walking back. And the group of people kind of was trying to agitate him. They were talking shit and because he had the gun and he was walking down the street, kidded up. And somebody threw a Molotov cocktail at him.
Okay.
And that's when he first pointed the rifle, hold up, back up, you know what I'm saying? Now I feel, you're threatening my life now. And then somebody attacked him because someone was pointing a gun at him. That was the first person he shot. And then after he shot him, he got away and was walking down the street. And people were like, that dude just shot somebody. And then the crowd, the person with the skateboard tried to stop him, hey, no, you need to wait for the cops. And that's when the other two people tried to jump on him. And the dude was attacking the skateboard. That's how the other two got shot.
Okay. And that's what I'm assuming that's what the defense proved. What were the witnesses saying? Were the witnesses saying that he agitated them, or was the story consistent across all accounts? It
was pretty consistent. They didn't have many witnesses from the Molotov cocktail. They just had the video.
Okay.
But the part when he was in down the street, when the dude with the skateboard and the other dude who had a gun, when those two people got shot, they had witness from there, but he was attacked. They were attacking him as he was trying to.
They wanted him to wait for the police because he just murdered somebody.
Yes, but in his eyes, there's this big crowd who just tried to attack me, getting bigger, so I should get myself out of the situation. So he was actually trying to walk away. And then when he saw the cops, a lot of people probably saw the video, he put his hands up hey, I have a gun, and the cops just walked past him because those cops were responding to the first shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think somebody else had originally shot first before he shot, right? So I think he was on guard because they heard something like a gunshot go off. And he was probably oh, I don't know if they trying to shoot me or whatever the case may be. And so a shot went off before he ever fired one.
Mm-hmm.
But there have been some other things going around on social media that he had a shirt that said free as or something like that. And then he holding up I ain't gonna even do it. He holding up a white power sign and stuff like that. And then got another video crying, say, I love Black Lives, I support Black Lives Matter movement. And then he taking pictures with Trump. So you don't know.
Sound like the United States, and I'm not sure.
They sound like America to me.
At all the same time, he still didn't shoot no black people.
Yeah, if he shot black people, then it wouldn't have been to trial, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
I really think we just had that conversation. I don't know if we have to do it again.
They got convicted on every account, but
and see, this is where again we may have a little bit of a pushback, because with me, right? So I agree with how the jury did it, right? Where Travis McMichael, you were the initial aggressor, right? You decided like, I see this black man running down the street. He must have did something, and they were trying to claim citizens arrest. I don't know how much y'all saw the trial. Like I watched it all, and so they were trying to claim citizens arrest, right? And the prosecutor did a great job of saying, in order to claim citizens arrest, number one, you have had to seen a crime being committed in your presence. You can't hear from, oh, Billy Bob down the street said blah blah blah. Like you had to have seen it. And then number two, not only had you have to see the crime had to be a felony. So you couldn't say, oh, I'm a citizen's arrest him for throwing a rock at a house. You know what I mean? Like he had to have been doing a crime serious enough that you felt like you needed to detain him, right? So that was their thing is, oh, we wanted to be a citizen's arrest. Them fools, when they were questioned by the police, they never said citizen's arrest. Never said none of that. And so once they get on the trial, then they're like, oh, it was a citizen's arrest. But to go with TJ's original point, and so the dad did not get charged with the malice murder, which is shooting Ahmaud, right? And then the other dumb and dumber looking dude, Roddy, who when I say I feel bad for him, I feel bad in the sense that he was like, let's say in TJ's neighborhood, right? TJ, I see TJ chasing somebody. I'm like, oh, he must have taken something out of TJ crib. Like, let me go help TJ, right? And so he was probably like, all right, I'm gonna help him. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help TJ get him just to, find out what was going on. But in the process of me helping TJ get him, TJ pull out the strap he tell us he always got. And he shoot homie. And I'm like, oh, look, I ain't know you finna shoot him. I was just trying to help you catch him. Right. So I say I feel bad for him in the sense of he probably ain't had no clue what they were doing or why they was doing it. He was just trying to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and help homie down the street. And then he ended up, getting shot. So the jury pretty much said like, oh, I know you ain't pulled a gun out on him, but you did participate in what do you call it? It was like detaining him or false imprisonment. You did participate in false imprisonment. And I do look at it like if Roddy, the third dude, would have never gotten his truck and tried to help him, Ahmaud probably would have been able to get away.
And which in legal imprisonment?
It was false imprisonment. Yeah, because
that's a nice way to say kidnapping, but I'm with you.
Yeah, because they were angling the truck where if he tried to go left, he was blocking him off that way. And the dude kept trying to run him off the road. And he even said a couple times in his interview, yeah, I was trying to hit him. He's like, too bad I didn't get him because maybe if I would have hit him, he wouldn't have been dead. But it's like, I look at it like white people don't have the right to question us. Like, and they asked him, they said, so why were you chasing? Why'd you continue to chase? Because he wouldn't talk to me. Dude, I don't know who you are. And I'm pretty sure y'all calling me the N-word and y'all chasing me in the truck. So what you want me to say? Oh, hold on. Y'all probably right. What's up? Let's talk. No. I'm finna take off too. It's just like that white privilege is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know you. You ain't got a badge or nothing. If I ain't got to talk to the cops, what makes you think I got to talk to y'all?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I totally agree with you. But like I said, I wish the other dude got all counts just because to me, he didn't try to de-escalate the situation. He did nothing to help. You know what I'm saying? Even if you were the bystander, it's like, oh, you might not need the gun, bro, like when he got out the truck. But he didn't say that. After they shot him, he didn't try to render aid. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. All he got was kept recording. It's like, nah, you did nothing to help that man. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong. Like, you did nothing. So I think that's why I feel everybody should have got everything they had coming to him.
Yeah. I'm glad he got charged with because I'm just like, I don't think he knew though, like that, like that's the only way. Like I'm like, there's no way he knew homie had a shotgun until he got out the whip. And by the time he got out the whip, like I think he pulled the shotgun out at 1 o'clock. By 1 o'clock in 4 seconds, Ahmaud was shot. You know what I'm saying? So it was no way homie could have seen through the truck, was like, oh yeah, he got a shot. He finna get him. Like he pulled that big thing out and shot him. So I'm just like, he ain't know. But again, you was there, bro. And the crazy thing about it was his video. His video, the one that got everybody. I'm like, oh, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all he did was record. Like, he didn't try to render aid. You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to stop the bleeding. He didn't try to do nothing. Like he, you know, so like.
But is it his, again, when we say render aid, right? Is it his job as a civilian to render aid? Because for some reason I feel like that is more for cops. When a cop shoots somebody, they gotta go and render aid, right? Like I don't think that's necessarily on our part as a civilian.
I feel if you don't want to be charged with murder like him, I think you should try to do something to say like, hey, I wasn't trying to kill this kill this dude.
Did he want to call 911?
I know he didn't. He was using his phone to record.
The dad did. He called 911 and was like, "Oh, this guy is running." And the Travis, his son, was like, "I told him, hey, stop, sir. Let me talk to you, right?" And then they played a 911 call. The dad was like, "Stop him! God damn it! I'll blow your head off." And they was like, "No, Travis, we don't believe you said it calmly. Stop, sir. I'd like to talk to you." And they was like. It's like, bro. And the crazy thing about it was, again, I don't know if y'all is so hip on the case. It was 74 days that they weren't prosecuted. Those fools weren't even arrested.
Yeah,
they weren't even arrested. And on top of that, the DA was friends with the dad and said, "Oh no, they good. We don't need to press charges or nothing like that."
Because the DA had to recuse himself.
Yeah, he had to recuse, but it was the DA had to recuse himself, but it was another lady who was like in the prosecution's office. She was friends with them. She said, "Oh no, they ain't do nothing. She ain't passed the evidence along." Like she tried to sweep it under the rug. And they actually told Ahmaud's mom, they said, "Oh, your son was robbing a house, and that's why he got shot." And so it's like, what in the world? It's scary. It's scary. It's scary as I don't know what.
Being white in America, the true blessing, right?
Huh?
I said being white in America, the true blessing.
Get that 800 credit score.
Off top.
Yeah.
Get to talk to the police any kind of way. Get to ask them questions.
I said, "No, give me your gun. I want to drive your car home."
Or you pulling me over. I was going 15 or 35. So what? Get out of my face, pig.
Multiple chances.
What's your badge number?
Yeah, no, they wrote down it was 15 or 35.
I make more money than you.
Yeah.
My tax dollars pay your salary, officer. Let me go.
What's the other thing? Oh, nepotism does not exist in the white community?
Yes. This is going to turn into a 20-minute session on how good it is to be white.
It's just...
the country was founded for them, by them.
The FUBU, the ultimate FUBU. America.
And the thing about it is, like, people want us to go, "Oh, it's just going by the Constitution." The Constitution was written by white men who said that we was 3/5 of a person. So what makes you think that we ever gonna be equal?
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
George Washington was writing that joint. Not George Washington. Thomas Jefferson was writing that joint. Looked up and said, "Give me some more mac and cheese, Negro. What are you doing? What are you doing in here? I'm trying to write. This is my writing room. Go breastfeed my children."
Yeah. And not to get off topic, but ain't that weird? They were okay with our black women breastfeeding their children, but they ain't want us to sit on the same toilet seat. How you figure
crazy,
that?
Ain't that wild?
Hey, don't drink this water after me. I see the John, the boy take one of them dippers, right? Like you get a service food on board. He gonna take the John, wipe it out with his finger, and then pass it off. Like you really sanitize the John, right? But go ahead, nephew, go ahead and drink you some black cherry pill. Go ahead, come on, man.
You can't fix stupid
stuff up, man. You can't. No, he ain't gonna fix it. But see, this the part. This why I get frustrated. You say you can't fix stupid, right? They be steady change the definition of what stupid is. That's when I be hot. I mean, like your boy talking about false imprisonment. Nah, that's kidnapping, bro. Don't try to change terms and conditions with me. Go ahead.
Well, I think like the true definition of kidnapping is actually moving them from one place to another.
Yeah, but like they never were able to.
Yeah. So they just shot him right there. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like false imprisonment is just like when you hold somebody, or like somebody comes to your house and you don't let them out.
Yeah.
But like kidnapping is like when you actually take them. And then like
Violet and Purple got
off state
differences.
lines.
Okay.
Huh?
Violet and Purple got differences, but it's okay.
I mean, that's like technical differences, but you're right.
I feel you. Yeah. Either way, you hold me against my will, man.
And they got him.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, also before we get off another crazy one, I just got a question for y'all related to like the law and stuff like that. If you committed a heinous crime or whatever, would you want the death penalty or life imprisonment?
Life in prison.
Probably life in prison. I don't just sign up to die.
Huh?
Oh,
I ain't just sign up to die.
Yeah, no matter how they give it to you, it's gonna be painful. They electrocute you, they poison you.
Yeah.
I
feel like I just feel like life imprisonment, like just knowing you waking up every day and you ain't never getting out. Like you ain't never, boy, that drive me crazy.
But I guess
that doesn't mean you still can't make a difference around it,
though. You make that your home.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but
yeah,
I just can't sign up to die. I just can't sign up for no dude to put me in no gas chamber and be like, all right, see you on the other side. Like, nah, fam. I'd rather get life in prison than get shanked, to be honest. At least I don't know it's coming. Well, I might know that it's coming, but
yeah.
But you still might live and get shanked, though. I mean, depending when they hit you at.
Yeah, well, most of the time. Yeah.
It's a dude in South Carolina. He about to get the death. He might already got it now, but like they were showing it in the paperwork, they was gonna have the staff on standby to resuscitate this man, just so they could do the execution. Like he got to die by the state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like say you had a heart attack, you bugging out, they get ready to kill. Nah, wake up. Take your injection.
That might be the most pettiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Bring that man
back.
I
think he's innocent on that. Like that's the kicker. But I gotta look it up to make sure I tell it right.
Another one for y'all go. I was just reading one. This guy named Sean King on Instagram. I don't know if y'all follow him, but he was talking about this guy who had been falsely in prison for what was it, 42 years or something like that. And because he was not exonerated via DNA, he cannot get the $50 a day wrongful conviction money. I'm like, so y'all know y'all wrong. $50
a day, boy. That's a nice check right there. You owe me.
How many years did he pay?
Like, no, I think he got like
$50 a day for some years.
$50 a day, you still owe me more.
Times 365. That's 18,000 a year times 60. How many years?
I think it was times 43 years. He was like 42, 43.
That's not including leap years. 784,700.
They said he's not entitled to any of that because
if he get the strap and start shooting people to go to jail for real, I would not blame him.
No, you owe me more than that. You gotta run me more than a $500,000. So,
this is more than $500,000. This is like
$700,000 still. No.
Bro, you might have missed my whole
784,000, TJ.
No, that ain't enough.
Bro, $50. We almost make. We know we don't make $50 an hour, but we close to it. An hour.
I'm kidding,
8 hours
TJ.
a day. There's no way in the world.
There's no amount of money to give me back 40-something years.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You give me $50 a day, so all my day was worth to you was $50. I didn't feel for my life for $50 every day.
Hey, I bet you when he went into jail, that was a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But your boy got administrative leave every time he shoots somebody in the street.
That's great, man.
You know what I'm saying? Got plenty of money for that.
I fear for my life. All right, dog. Here's a paid vacation. See you at the trial.
Do want to be on?
This is a nice get out of jail free card, man. Because you need that. Because sometimes you do fear for your life. Let me use it.
Dog, I've never seen so many people with badges and guns be so afraid in all my life. If you that scared, go home.
If you scared, why you there?
Why you a cop? If you that scared, go be a park ranger.
If you are a cop, I'm scared for my life. Well, don't enter the building where they shooting at you at, fool.
I mean, that's his job. He just can't be. You can't be a cop, enter a scene, someone shooting, just stand outside and let people get shot. Like that's your job. You got to run in that joint.
Yeah, I bet
we do have a.
I bet you get less time.
Hey, we do have I don't know, man. If you that scared, you shouldn't be a cop.
And again, obviously, like if somebody's shooting bullets, the bravest man in the world scared. You know what I'm saying? Call it what you want. Somebody shooting the bravest man in the world scared. But my thing is, if the color of my skin scare you, get out, bro.
Like on it, man.
Whole body looked like a gun.
Yeah,
he had a gun, dog. That's my hand. I'm just a black dude. Nah, that's a gun.
And I see and then they shoot
everything. You air hard put together. Scary.
Dog, that's my foot. It ain't no gun. I'm gonna shoot you from my ankle. What you talking about, officer?
It's scary.
What the world we live in.
It's wild. But you know, one thing though, it's a lot of people that took that job because they couldn't find nothing else.
Yep.
But I mean, you could go duck a bullet, protect and serve. You want to put a gun in your hand, then you can go fight the Taliban or some people across the border that really about their life.
We can talk about military service another day.
Yeah.
You pull up on arm for talking about you scared. Put up on arm people.
Not to sorry to cut you off, Dr. J. Do you know it take more hours to be a barber than it do to be a police officer?
Yep.
So you mean to tell me it take more hours to give me the freshest fade in the world than it do? Yeah, that's crazy.
No. But I believe it though. I mean, say we keep everything even, right? Straight up labor shortage. People retire and don't want to do it because it's scary. I ain't got time to wait. Get in here now. That's got to be a good percentage of it besides the obvious things that we already know going on.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you graduate high school, you don't really have a future. You don't want to go to college. You don't want to learn a trade. All you got is being a cop or joining the military.
And we already established
more restrictions than cops do.
Yeah, I'm saying you can go to local police department. Oh, hey, dog, do 50 push-ups, run a mile in under 10 minutes. I think
it's less. I think it's more than that. I think it's like 14, 15 minutes. It's not even.
You can walk a mile in that amount of time.
And how many times you see these police officers running to get somebody? They don't run no more. Stop. Yeah. Wow.
Now I say you cannot run a bullet.
Yeah.
Or the radio.
True.
That's the one. Sir, he's coming off exit 15 right now. Get him. Waiting on you. Got the tire stripped down. Wow. Shoot. Man, y'all wild, man.
All right, great conversation. Like I say, tap in with us, IG, who's up _podcast, or email us, contact us at 1-800-who's up@gmail.com. We out.